Can we get a node technical requirement roadmap before the release of zendoo for hardware planning purpose?
Yeah, for sure. We are, as I mentioned previously, we are already preparing the documentation for the partners. So we will also create a specific document that declares the technical specifications for running the zendoo node. Let me say in a way that verifies block and all the things in a fast way. And so we already had some tests, performance tests, benchmarks that shown us what are the minimal requirements. And we're currently working for having a document that will specify them and inform all the node operators about the minimum.
Perfect. Back to you, Angie.
Can I just jump? This is Rolf. Can I just jump in and add a little bit more to that question? And the reason it's asking, because a lot of us folks that run nodes run it on older hardware, and the newer versions of Zen are using some specific capabilities that are in newer microprocessors. And so, for example, I'm ordering 2 new servers with newer Intel processors to be able to do the new version of Zen. It would be nice to know, though, if like there's going to be future requirements, perhaps for Lattice or other things that are going to use even newer parts of the processors, because I don't like to buy equipment that often. So if there's going to be something maybe 6 months to a year that comes out, so that I would, instead of buying a 4-year-old server, I would buy a 3 or 2-year-old server, just so I knew that. And I think that's what the question for the roadmap is.
Yeah, absolutely, Rob, totally agree. During the development, we have been very, let me say, careful in not, let me say, making the computation too expensive. So we worked a lot on finding ways for optimizing from the node perspective, the block verification. And these include, let me say, also some strategy for even batching the proofs within a block. So, maybe, I don't know if it was to mention, but even if we have, let me say, a bunch of proofs, a bunch of certificates in a block coming from different sidechains even, and so we developed a mechanism that is able to, let me say, optimize their verification in a way that is able to batch them. And one of the most expensive part in proof verification is done just once. So we expect not to be, too impacting in terms of requirement, but for sure there are some, the oldest PCs are not going to probably be enough. But yeah, I totally agree. We have to speed up the publication of the document in a way that everybody, let me say, can upgrade as soon as possible. Good point. Thank you.
Yeah, and Alberto, this is Rolf again. So, and so totally agree with the idea of using the advanced features of processors, and so I fully support that. I don't have an issue with it at all. It's just we know that Lattice is going to be different than zendoo, and there might be other things in the future. So if there's even other features of processors that aren't for sure being used but may be considered, that'd be good information also.
Right. And yeah, I would add even another thing. On the sidechain side, the sidechains node that are going. So I'm not speaking about node operators just running the zendoo, but maybe node operators that are running a sidechain node instance, and that will generate, if they want, even the proofs. The proof generation mechanism is, let me say, optimized in a way that leverages GPUs. So even node operators that have GPUs will have the possibility to, let me say, increment their performances in the generation of the proofs, and having obviously more rewards for that, because it's going to be more efficient, the proof generation. But this is just, let me say, it's separated from the zendoo release, but I mean, something that maybe can be useful just to mention here.